I have no friends or family, but now that I'm older and as I went through more experiences, I realized why I was so alone, even around people. And I remember in high school, I used to always tell myself I was going ghost after graduation. And the only thing that kept me and certain people talking was school. Same thing with family. The only thing that kept me and family talking is when I was young, when I was too young to be on my own. So I'm always around. But once we get grown and we can move through life the way we want, we see who is who and we see what is what. Like my daily routine in life, I don't talk to nobody. Like there is nobody that I talk to every single day and my day-to-day life, daily routine. I be focused, I be busy. I'm locked in, man. I don't waste time. I don't focus on distractions. I don't focus on other people's lives. I don't let other people bother me with their life. I don't none of that, man. I stay away from negativity as much as possible. Like I stay far away from that shit. I don't care who you is, man. Like I literally don't care who it is. It's nobody in the world that you can name that I will let bother me with their negativity in their life. Like once I tell you something like twice, I'm gonna tell you I'm gonna give you two times, probably two times. But once I realize that shit ain't clicking in your head, and you not trying to do nothing about it. Every time I tell you something, all you gotta do is say is, yeah, you right, you right, you right. I gotta do this, I gotta do that. Still don't do it. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta understand, at a certain point, I'm wasting my own time by keeping you around in my life and you not trying to change your life for the better. Like it's nobody in my family that's growing or even trying to grow. Nobody I was cool with. And I cut people off a long time ago. Like once you get to the point I feel like you dead weight in my life, it's time to go. If you too lazy to put effort into growing, you have to go. If you seen how I live and you still not trying to grow, you have to go. I'm not sitting around supporting nobody bad decisions. I don't care who it is. I don't support bullshit. I don't support negativity. And nobody in my real life has taught me anything. No adults around me when I was younger, no peers or nothing. I had a fan for myself. In 2019, I separated myself from the world and I started becoming more and more self-reliant. I became self-reliant. So years go on, years pass. I'm so much more wise, conscious, and blessed in all areas of life. Like I turned my life around and it's still in the process of greatness. Like all the every year that goes by, it's a whole different new me. 2019, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 now. It's like it's a different me every single year. And you won't understand this if you don't grow. You wouldn't understand. Only way you can understand what I'm saying is if you experience it too. Cause you grow every year at the same time. Like you grow every year too. You know, it's not about yearly growth either. Cause 1 year is a long time to stay the even 1 year is a long time to stay the same. But I'm just speaking like so we can categorize this shit. Like you have to grow. I say for the average person, man, you gotta at least try to grow at least once a week. Like at least gotta be one day out the week. You gotta learn something. Like you know what I'm saying? You got everything that happens in your life, you gotta learn. You gotta learn it, adapt. That's the only way you can grow. That's really what growth is. When you meet somebody wise, when you meet somebody with a high level of consciousness, that means every time life threw something at them, they overcame it. And it's like a game. If you playing a game, let's say we all start the same game. We literally do all start the same. We come in this world not knowing nothing about it. We don't know what the fuck this is. We babies, we curious as hell. We looking around the world like, what the hell is this? Where we at? You know what I'm saying? And then the adults around us, they ain't know shit either. Some of them still don't know shit. And they tell us this is that, this is that, this is that, this is that. You know? And it's like, okay, as a kid, this an adult. As a kid, you know this an adult. You know they been here before you. So you just like, oh, you follow along. But when you become experienced with this life shit, and you start realizing shit ain't right, then you start growing. You're like, oh, no, I gotta change. Like, you gotta deprogram yourself and reprogram yourself. That's how you gotta do it. You gotta deprogram yourself and reprogram yourself. You gotta get all that bullshit that you was programmed and brainwashed into thinking is true out your head. And you gotta put the real knowledge and the wisdom inside of it. And I got sidetracked a little bit. That's not even what I was finna say. But I got brain fog. So my brain just, my clarity, if you know what brain fog is, you know what I'm talking about. But if you don't, basically, I had it since 2021. Like, I don't know, man. My brain just, it don't function the way it used to. So if I'm talking about something or think about something, I lose it quick. If I don't hurry up and say it, I lose it quick. So that shit I gotta battle this shit every single day. Like, you know, so just another thing too, like, it's a lot of things in my life that I gotta overcome and I gotta handle on my own, you know, growing every day spiritually. Now I got a YouTube channel, so, and I'm supposed to be posting every day. I'm like starting today. Whenever you see this video, I gotta be posting every single day because I'm trying to grind. I ain't gonna say I'm trying. I don't like the word trying. Either you gonna do something or you're not. But you know, I can't just say I'm gonna post every day. I can't say it, but it's like, you know, but it's a lot, man. It's a lot I gotta juggle. But yeah, so, and I gotta figure out how to unclog this brain fog that I had for 3 years. I've been living with this for 3 years of my life. So if I'm talking and I lose track or I start rambling off on something else, that's why, you know. I'm trying to remember what I was talking about. I think I was speaking on growth. Growing every day, every year. I think that's what I was saying. I don't even know what I was saying, man. Shit, fuck it. But I think I was saying is, like, if you can't look back at your life from a year ago and name 3 things that changed since then, you need to lock in. Like, and I ain't just talking about little things. I'm talking about major life-changing stuff. Spiritually, physically, money-wise, all that shit. You have to be able to look back at yourself from last week, even yesterday, and see how you grew since then. Because life is every day. So the moment something happened in your life and it impacts you either grew from that or you ain't learned shit from that. And that's just what it is. I think I know what I was talking about. Yeah, I was talking about people that grew. When you meet somebody wise, yeah, it just popped back in my brain. So when you meet somebody wise, that means everything they ever been through in life, everything in life threw at them, they overcame that shit Just think about it. That mean they're like, a lot of people want to say, oh, we equal. No, we not. We all created equal. We all human. We all bleed. We all got noses, bones, hands. Some of us do, some of us don't. But for the average person, we talking in general, for the average person, we was all created equal. We was all put here the same. But when we start living life, we completely stop being equal. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a slap in the face to say somebody that's not on your level is equal to you. As far as when you growing internally, how is these lost souls out here equal to me? And I'm growing every day internally. Every single day I live my life, I'm focused. I'm locked in. I'm seeing how I can grow more. I'm reading signs that the universe sending out to me. I'm paying attention, applying it to my life. I'm on my path, my journey, staying away from negativity, seeing how I can grow more, how I can always learn, how I can always get in a better position in life. So, yeah, that means every single thing life threw at them. When you see somebody wise and conscious, that means every single thing life threw at them, they got over that alone. They grew. They didn't complain. I don't complain about shit, man. It is what it is. 'Cause I know anything in my life that you can perceive as bad, it's all perception. Anything you can perceive as bad is either two things. Either it's not bad, you just trying to control everything. You think you supposed to control shit. You don't have to control shit. Just don't let shit control you. You can't control everything that happens, man. You gotta like, go with the flow of life. You gotta trust. That's why you gotta have a connection with your spirit. You gotta trust it. You gotta trust and know what it's doing. So anything that happens in life that you think is bad, either it's not bad, and see, this is the thing. See, the destruction has to take place before greatness comes. The bullshit has to get tore down before the good things start coming. So that's like, I said this in another video before. That's like a house. Before you rebuild a new house, before a house get remodeled, you don't build on top of that house. You tear down the old house, which means your life. You gotta cause destruction. You have to break down the bullshit before the good shit can start coming. So the only way you gonna perceive it as bad if it's you inside the house while they destroying the house. So you're like, oh shit, they destroying the house? Oh, my life's bad, it's terrible, it's horrible. But if you get outside the house, step back, trust the process, and you will see they rebuilding a whole new one. But how you gonna see that if you stuck in your ways? You gotta get outside that shit. But yeah, so anybody wise, that means everything that life threw at them, they got over it. Like me, I don't complain about it. I get over it. Something comes, okay, how can I learn from this? I'm finna learn from this. It's time to adapt. Boom. You grow every single time. It's really, it's that simple. It's that easy. It's not easy to do, but it's easy to understand what you have to do. Like, knowing what you have to do is the easy part. Now, you gotta be disciplined within yourself to apply that shit in your life and make change. Like, people that was in my life just wasn't growing. I cut them loose, man. Like, family. You look back, I look back at shit. You would have think, man. Yeah, man, like you look back at shit, you would think, oh man, this person gonna be cool for a long time. You know, you know how when you I ain't really do this, but most people do. Anytime you probably meet somebody in your life, and you probably people probably used to see them in their future and shit. You know, but for me, I never saw that. For me, it was always like everything I do now, like in my life, I never imagined when I was younger. Even in high school, everybody else taking SATs, you know what I'm saying? Everybody else applying to colleges and shit. All that type of shit. And I knew, I'm like, man, I'm not doing this, not me. I didn't, you know, so I'm like, man, it's not me. You know what I'm saying? My goal was, I ain't even had no goal for real. Man, my goal was just make money. However I can make it, I'm gonna make it. It's gonna get made, you know. I'm in high school selling weed, you know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, that's what it is, man. So I'm selling weed in high school. I'm getting that shit sold first thing in the morning. I'm not having that on me all day, you know what I'm saying? Especially at my school, my name run bells. So anytime something happened, I was you know what I'm saying? They came at me. I was like the top dog in school. Not on no like trying to be cool shit, but just like I was just me. That's just who I was. But yeah, man, I don't know how I even start talking about that. But yeah, man, so friends and family, I'm alone. I don't associate with people. People don't want to grow. I leave their ass in the past. Boom, I got a blast. I'm gone. Phew, gone. That's just how that shit is, man. You have to grow. If you're not trying to grow, man, if you stuck in your ways, if you keep negative people in your life, I don't want to associate with you, man. This shit ain't gonna do nothing but bring me down. It's dead weight. That's what the fuck it is. Dead weight. Every day you wake up, you need to figure out how you can grow. When I wake up in the morning, I don't have to worry about no negativity. I don't got negative people in my life. I'm not in a negative environment. I don't do things that's gonna bring me negativity. I stay far away from negativity as possible. I'm not saying I'm perfect. And obviously I'm not if I'm staying away from it. You know what I'm saying? Like when negativity come to you, you have to have your spiritual energy strong enough to where it don't bother you. But it's only a matter of time before that shit just start draining you. So that's why you don't need to be in negative places. But if you go out in public, like you just going to the store, let's say the cashier got an attitude or whatever, don't let it bother you. You don't even have to react to that. Like a lot of people go out in public, like people go to fast food restaurants, you know what I'm saying, at the drive-through and be fussing with the girl at the speaker or the dude at the speaker. You know what I'm saying? Like what? You don't even know these people. Like once you leave here, you ain't never gotta talk to them again. There's no need to give them your energy. There's no need for none of that shit. Like shit like that, man. Like I remember I walked in a gas station one time because I was getting gas and the pump ain't work. You know you do Apple Pay at the pump or put your card at the pump. I'll use Apple Pay, but at the pump I was at, it wasn't working. Or they shit just wasn't working. So I had some cash on me, so so I just used that real quick when the store paid for it. Boom. And the lady had an attitude. So I'm like, what the fuck? But I've been hip to this type of shit. Like I done dealt with hate my whole life. It don't affect me. So yeah, so boom. She got an attitude. I don't even remember the conversation, but she was just miserable, man. You know a miserable motherfucker when you see one. You know a miserable motherfucker when they energy, the way they talking, like, and she fucked up something, man. It was something she fucked up, And I said, I was like, nah, I'm doing this, I'm getting gas here, this and that. She was like, oh that old hoe probably like she was probably like 70. You know what I'm saying? A white old lady, a Caucasian, miserable. And I know why. I know why people be miserable, man. I know why she miserable. Cause she's 70 working at a gas station. So she got an attitude with somebody she don't even know. I ain't let it bother me because I'm like, all right, cool. Keep your attitude. In my head, I'm laughing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I'm about to leave out this stove. I'm about to go live my life. You still got to sit in here with that negative energy you trying to get me. And it's about to get even worse for you because it's not affecting me. So my energy, like a fucking shield and a boomerang, it's finna bounce off me and smack your ass back in the face. So now you finna feel that negative energy you trying to get me 10 times harder. And you got to sit in here and work with that shit. And then you gonna come across people that really got attitudes. And now you really about to be miserable. Cause it's certain people that's gonna actually take it there with you on some negative shit. But I'm above that. I'm not finna go that negative with you. I'm not gonna do that. I'm finna do what I came here to do and go back to living my peaceful life. I'm out. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that had happened, man. But a lot of people ain't like that. A lot of people ain't built for this shit. A lot of people ain't built like this. People don't know how to have peace, man. How you don't know how to have peace in your own life? It's not even hard at all. It's really easy. Once you actually take time out for yourself and separate yourself from the world, you will become free. You will become alone, and you will see that alone is not a bad thing, and you will see how easy it is to actually have peace in your life. You will see how easy it is.